Hi, first graders. So, for our writing assignment today, I need you to get this paper out of your binder. And we're going to use some of these Christmas words in our writing. So, your job is to write two really great sentences using some of these Christmas words. So, let's go over the words that we have first. We have Santa. And if you use Santa, make sure that you write it with an uppercase S because it's a proper noun. It's his name. Christmas tree. Christmas is also a proper noun. It's a holiday. Sleigh. You'll notice that sleigh is kind of a tricky word. Reindeer, present, and elf. Okay, so I want you to write two sentences and I want you to use at least three of these words in your sentences. So before we start, let's remember what good sentences have. Good sentences always start with uppercase letters. We finger space in between our words. We do our best sounding out. We end with punctuation and we make sure that our sentences are a complete thought. Okay, so I'm going to write an example for you. Before you get started, make sure you put your name on the top. Remember, we're going to try to remember to do that on all of our work now, is to put our name on top. It's good practice for us. So I'm writing my name, Mrs. McEwen. And then before you start writing, maybe look at the pictures and decide which ones you want to write sentences for. You guys are all getting really good at writing sentences, so try to be creative. Make your sentences fun. Use adjectives to describe your nouns. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to write about Santa. I just had a good idea pop into my brain. I'm going to write about Santa and the reindeer in my first sentence. Okay, so here's my sentence. I'm going to write it and then I'll read it to you. And I'm going to spell the word Santa correctly because it's on my paper. I'm going to use it as a resource. Santa is riding. Remember when you hear the sound ing? It's ING. On and I'm going to spell the word reindeer correctly because it's right here. REINDER. Okay, Santa is riding on a reindeer. That's my first sentence. I'm forgetting something at the ending. It's punctuation mark. And this would be super exciting. If you saw Santa riding on a reindeer, I think that would be so exciting and so cool. So I would say that with some excitement. So I'm going to end it with an exclamation mark. Santa is riding on a reindeer. So it's a complete thought. I started with an uppercase letter, I finger spaced, I used my best sounding out, and I ended with punctuation. Okay, my second sentence is going to be about the elf. And I'm also going to use the word present. And I'm going to think of an adjective to describe the elf to make my writing more creative. My next sentence starts with an uppercase letter. I'm going to say the head elf. So he's in charge at the North Pole. The head elf is wrapping. Wrapping is a tricky word. Wrapping the present. I'm going to spell the present correctly because it's right here. And I'm going to change the singular noun, meaning one, into plural because I want to talk about more than one present. He's wrapping lots of presents. The head elf is wrapping the presents with sparkly. Sparkly is the adjective that I'm using to describe the wrapping paper, with sparkly paper. And I'm going to end that sentence with a period because it's a telling sentence. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to reread and make sure that I have all the words I need to and that my sentences make sense and I'm not forgetting anything. Santa is riding on a reindeer. The head elf is wrapping the presents with sparkly paper. Perfect. Okay, so now it's time to illustrate. I'm going to draw a picture that matches my writing. So up here, I'm going to draw a picture of Santa riding the reindeer, and maybe over here on this side, I don't have a lot of room, but I can still fit it. I'm going to have a little work table and the elf, and he's going to be wrapping presents in sparkly paper. Okay, friends, when you're finished, take a picture and submit.